The recently announced Traxxas Sledge has been creating quite a bit of controversy, with a lot of people calling it an Arrma Kraton or Arrma Talion copy. In this video, I'd like to take a closer look at some of those claims and see if they hold up. The Traxxas Sledge is a 1/8 scale monster truck / monster truggy. It's going to have an aluminum chassis, aluminum front and rear shock towers. Obviously, it's going to be 4-wheel drive, has a big wing sticking out the back, and to be honest, it's hard not to compare it with trucks like the Arrma Kraton and Arrma Talion, which came out several years ago. As a matter of fact, Traxxas themselves have been using comparisons between this truck and the Arrma trucks in their own marketing material. They directly compare the size of the differentials, as well as essentially making fun of Arrma's chassis design, while lauding their own as significantly stronger. Now, if it's significantly stronger or not remains to be seen. Now, before we look into these claims a little bit deeper, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed recently. You guys are awesome. If you aren't subscribed, be sure to get subscribed. I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway coming up soon to celebrate 2,500 subscribers, and you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, let's take a closer look at these claims. I've been following this pretty closely, and most of the claims center around the use of the aluminum chassis, the use of aluminum shock towers, and the basic design in general. Now, Arrma has been using the same basic layout for all their 6S vehicles for a very long time, and before they were Arrma, they were Team Durango, and Team Durango was using the same basic setup as well. Does that make it an original design, though? The answer is no. A lot of companies have been using this same flat aluminum chassis, 4-wheel drive, shaft drive design for a long time before Arrma came out with theirs. That being said, I believe that Arrma has come pretty close to perfecting this design, save for a few weak points, one of which being a bit of a weak chassis which can bend fairly easily, and fairly weak shock towers which can also bend fairly easily. I find it interesting that Traxxas has decided to use an aluminum chassis for this truck, because I don't think they've ever used an aluminum chassis for any of their electric trucks in the past. Now, a lot of people say that Traxxas hasn't ever used an aluminum chassis on any of their vehicles, but that's really not true. Traxxas has been using aluminum chassis on their nitro vehicles for decades, and since long before Arrma was even a thing. All that being said, it is obvious that Traxxas is directly going after the Arrma 6S line, and probably specifically the Arrma Kraton / Talion with this vehicle. And the fact that they did decide to use an aluminum chassis and aluminum shock towers, as opposed to using a plastic chassis with integrated shock towers like they do on most of their other electric vehicles, leads me to believe that they understand that the market that they're going after may not like plastic chassis. You see a lot of commentary in Arrma groups when they're bashing on Traxxas, saying that it's plastic junk and that it's toy grade because it doesn't have a lot of metal in it. I believe this is why they decided to go with an aluminum chassis on this vehicle, more than they're just trying to copy a design. Another thing that a lot of people say is that Traxxas copied the tower-to-tower design. Now, I'm not sure if there was a vehicle before the Arrma 6S line that integrated the tower-to-tower braces before Arrma did so. If there was a vehicle, could you let me know in the comments, please? Because, like I said, I'm not aware of it and I couldn't find one. So if that's true, then yes, Traxxas did copy that design. That being said, I know a lot of people were making these tower-to-tower braces on their own before Arrma created it, so who originally copied who in that case may be up for debate. Now, like I said, Traxxas is going squarely after Arrma with this vehicle, and I think it's going to be really important for them to have created a vehicle that is going to be stronger than the Arrma vehicles, especially in the key areas that they're discussing. Okay, so is the Traxxas Sledge an Arrma Kraton copy? I think it is Arrma Kraton direct competition, and it shares a lot of the same design language. However, there are a lot of differences, both small and large, as far as the suspension and everything else is concerned. And given that Arrma didn't initially come up with the basic design that Traxxas is now using, it's hard to say that they're copying the Kraton in any meaningful way. Like I said, the tower-to-tower brace maybe, but other than that, it was a proven design before Arrma started using it. So anyway, guys, what do you think? Do you think it's a Kraton copy? Do you think that Arrma should be trying to sue Traxxas for this? Let me know down in the comments. Either way, I'm really excited to get this truck. I'm going to be getting one as soon as possible, and we'll be doing some real and honest testing with it. So if you're interested in finding out more about it, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, get notified for more videos, and we'll see you next time.